Switching gears now, like almost everything else, this Veterans Day looked a little different this year. In many cases, somber virtual gatherings replaced parades and large ceremonies. Both the president and president-elect marked the day with tradition, though. NewsNation's national political correspondent Dean Reynolds live in the newsroom with a look at what happened today. Dean.
Rob, on the occasion of Veterans Day, politics took a brief holiday for the most part as the two men who contested the recent election paid their respects to the nation's soldiers. President-elect Biden and his wife Jill, both wearing masks, paused for several minutes today to pay tribute to those who have served the country in uniform during war and peace. Laying a wreath at the base of Philadelphia's Korean War Memorial, the couple stood by silently, almost like any American couple on this day, save for the reporters, cameras, and security attesting to their new place in American history. Today we honor the service of those who have worn the uniform of the Armed Forces of the United States, Mr. Biden wrote on Twitter. To our proud veterans, I will be a commander-in-chief who respects your sacrifice, understands your service, and will never betray the values you fought so bravely to defend. Mr. Biden's son, Beau, was a veteran of the Iraq War who died of brain cancer 5 years ago, and it was a staple at the end of every speech he made during and after the campaign that he would offer up this prayer.
May God bless America, and may God protect our troops.
May God bless you, and may God protect our troops.
Aside from golf outings, today was the first time President Trump has been seen in public since last Thursday. During a steady rain, he paid his respects at the tomb of the unknown soldier in Arlington National Cemetery, unmasked and counter to the cemetery's pandemic guidelines. Vice President Pence was also in attendance. Meanwhile, President-elect Biden continued to receive congratulations from leaders abroad. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson offered a brief summary of his conversation with Mr. Biden this week.
It was an excellent conversation that flowed over all the things that have really traditionally united the UK and the US. So it was a kind of return to the kind of business that we're used to doing together. Sticking up for democracy around the world, human rights, free trade, NATO, our joint security, the transatlantic alliance. Joe Biden's a very, very strong believer in the transatlantic alliance and indeed in the special relationship. And above all, climate change. I mean, that was really interesting.
And still the votes are being counted. The latest tabulation has the former vice president ahead of the president by some 5 million votes so far, putting him on pace to win somewhere between 51 and 52% of the popular vote. And the only challenger to score a higher percentage than that over the last century was Franklin Delano Roosevelt when he defeated President Herbert Hoover in 1932 and received 57% of the vote during the depths of the Great Depression. Marnie?